Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys straight from T-Mobile's newsroom. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So for T-Mobile, with the recent changes, price increases, taxes and fees coming back, they continue business as usual with a new uplink record with 5G Advanced. So one thing you would anticipate, expect, or should be expecting if you're a current T-Mobile customer, a legacy T-Mobile customer, new customer, or a future T-Mobile customer, that for the price increases, the taxes and fees, and every other change that they've made, that you'd get a more premium network experience. You should be at least expecting that, or a better network experience than you may have experienced previously. So the Un-carrier becomes the first wireless provider in the world to hit 550 megabits per second uplink speed in sub-6 gigahertz spectrum using 5G Advanced R17 features. We've seen higher uplink from Verizon using millimeter wave. So this is not necessarily a first when it comes to the speed itself, but being that it's sub-6 gigahertz spectrum using 5G Advanced features, using N41 and N25, that's where T-Mobile is calling it a first. So what's the news? T-Mobile just set a new uplink record, as you guys can see. Why it matters: the industry has always focused on download speeds, but the future is interactive, real-time, and cloud connected. That means the uplink matters more than ever, and T-Mobile is leading the charge. Who's it for? Power users, creators, gamers, and anyone who needs their phone to upload as fast as it downloads. That'll never be the case. I think uplink will get better, but you'd have to densify beyond belief to really keep uplink and all of the additional technology involved, right? As I've said before, uplink cuts out first before downlink. So with downlink, you can be miles from a site in some cases and still get aggregation and several aggregation combinations, right? If you're not within a certain RSRP of the tower with uplink, if you're on 2 carrier aggregation uplink, if you're too far away, it'll cut out, right? And so will some of the other features. They'll cut out the further you get from the cell. So you have to be close within a good, clean, signal to get these uplink features. So, I mean, if the carriers are going to densify to that extent, then yes, it becomes interactive. It becomes a better uplink, period, across the board, no matter where you are, especially indoors, right? That'll definitely help. So one interesting thing that I wanted to point out here, it looks like N25 is providing more uplink than N41, but the N25 seems to only be 35 megahertz, and the N41 is at 100 megahertz. So that's definitely so for those of you who don't know, with the TDD spectrum, you can split more downlink versus uplink. So that's what I think T-Mobile is doing. The 100 megahertz slice, right? There's more of the uplink. There's more of that spectrum going to download than upload. So with the FDD spectrum, 35 megahertz, that's downlink and uplink. So that's why I think that's more faster in this graphic that you see here versus the N41, but it still totals, it's uplink aggregated speed, and it still totals to 550 megabits per second. So yeah, like I said, keep in mind, uplink it does cut out before downlink, right? Densification will really matter to really get uplink to the next level. But T-Mobile is breaking records, right? So we'll definitely see. They're the only ones that are doing 5G Advanced right now. I'm sure AT&T and Verizon at some point will get to 5G Advanced as they continue to scale their mid-band and other NR radios. But for now, for the time being, like I said, it's business as usual at T-Mobile, and they continue to set the standard in the industry. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.